is in full effect across the CSRA, so what better way to kick off this week's show than by shining a spotlight on our Under the Lights game of the week, the battle for the soul of Columbia County between Evans and Lakeside. You've got to believe the Evans Knights are looking for some payback after being on the wrong side of the Panthers' 20-2 comeback last year. But let's see how this year shakes out, because both these teams are ready to roll. Under 8 minutes in, first quarter, Jack Thexton scores this touchdown, his first of the night, and from the 12-yard line, giving the Panthers the early lead. Coach Davis wasn't too happy about that, but he's gotta like this. Rayshawn King takes the handoff from his own goal line and goes 97 yards all the way to the big house, giving Evans the lead at the half, 9-7. Almost the same time and the same place as he did in the first quarter, Jack Thexton puts Lakeside back on top. The Panthers went for two and got it, so it's 15-9, but Jeremy Howard just jukes a defender out of his cleats and then gets into the end zone. That sets up Tyler Wallace on the line for a PAT to win the game, and he does it. What a game right here. Evans moves to 2-0 in region play with an important win over their crosstown rivals by 1 point, 16-15. News 12's Alyssa Lyons has been covering this game for us all day long, and she joins us live from Evans High School to break down this crazy game.
Well, Dan, they may have flipped the lights off on me, but they flipped the table on the Panthers. For the second year in a row, this game was decided by 1 point, but it wasn't without its scratches. While the score was low in the first half, the Knights had about 200 yards of total offense, obviously about 100 of that coming from Rayshawn King. Defense was a whole other story. Cole Taylor said he was prepared to dominate the Panthers' offense, and he did. A big pick put the ball in the Knights' hands on their own 41. Jacob Jackson and Jeremy Howard also didn't let much get past them or even past the line of scrimmage at times. Before the game, we talked to Dan about how much this Panthers team is a second-half squad. It was just about taking control out of their hands.
They came out in the second half and took it right down our throat, went down and scored, and so we, it came down to us breaking one late. Luckily, we were 1 point ahead of them, but, our guys played tough. They weren't worried about all the hooting and hollering and jumping on the 50-yard line like the opposing team, so I'm proud of our guys. They worried about trying to win a football game. They got a heck of a squad. They did a good job, and luckily we're on the winning side.
Dan, we talk about so much about how special teams can really impact a game, and that obviously rang true tonight with Tyler Wallace. And during this game, a big pick by Dontavius Williams, not a pick, actually. He picked it up at the 30-yard line, but it was a scramble. It was the first play that you saw in that video that we just ran by you. And Tyler Wallace put up a 30-yard field goal to send them into halftime 9-7. So that was definitely a big moment shaker for this team.
And Alyssa, like we talked about the whole week, as you mentioned, whenever these two teams get together, something crazy always happens. And for the second year in a row, this game was decided by a single point, which is incredible. Alyssa, thank you as always for all the hard work out there. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.